What is a parent to me? A parent to me is someone that raises you and guides you through life.
Who holds space for your emotions without trying to fix them, who shows up consistently.
A protector, someone that helps you navigate through life and then hopefully sets you up for success for your own adulthood later on in life.
Someone that teaches you not only right and wrong, but how to live and interact with the world effectively. For so long, I've had questions about where I come from, in a sense, not really being able to connect with my biological mother and not knowing my biological father left some valid questions that I wanted answered. Last year was rough, and so I took an inner look at myself, and a lot of things happened. My biological father reached out to me.
Hi, Adrian. How's everything going? This is Pops and Baby.
My biological mother died a few years ago, and just to know where I came from and kind of how I move in the world is important to me as a parent myself. I have some questions. I'm interested just to get answers, to find out who my mother was, to hear her story, to hear his story, to meet him.
I was 35 when I met my biological father for the first time. He is the brother of family friends that I grew up knowing. So I knew him in a way, but meeting him for the first time as my biological father was one of the strangest experiences that I've ever been through. I felt such a sense of foreign joy. I was looking at someone who looked exactly like me, but I knew nothing about. It was almost like I was looking at a mirror of myself. I've met him a few more times since then, and I've really seen how much of his personality is in me without even growing up around him. Now I am an inner child healing and empowerment coach, and I help those release childhood traumas that have been stored in their body.
To be honest, I don't really feel any real connection to my biological parents. I hope that doesn't sound negative, but I never knew them. I don't really recall one single moment where my parents sat me down and told me I was adopted when I was about 9 months old from Honduras, and I always kind of knew that I was different. I feel like my adoption story is a little unique because I'm an only child. My adoptive parents are on the elderly side. It's a little bit tough as they get older and as I get older, kind of navigating the emotions of when they eventually pass. I won't have any parental figures in my life because I don't have any contact with my biological parents in Honduras. But yeah, I totally would be open to meeting them. I think that would be a very cool experience.
Who are your parents? Is there a connection? Yes? No? Why or why not? This documentary, Finding Home, sheds a light on those and validating each of those answers on the whole diaspora of adoption. This is where we need you for the campaign and searching for funds to be able to document me and my brother, hopefully if he's involved, to go meet our father and take that road trip while also interviewing and doing reenactments of stories and either the traumatic experiences they had meeting their parents or the profound experiences that they had. I found it so interesting that when I first started to do this as a cathartic way, so many people in my life were adopted. And so this turned into a way bigger thing, and I want to give people some connection, to answer some questions that people may have, and also to raise others. I am so blessed to have an amazing adopted mother who's biologically my aunt, and an amazing adopted father who took 3 kids that weren't his and showed us the ropes, in a sense. Each person's experience is important, even though they differ, and I want to show that.